All right, Brad Woznicki back here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, getting ready for the World Cup 8 Quidditch final, and here with one of the captains for this Lone Star team, Cody Marshall. Cody, first of all, congrats on making it to the final.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is going to be a very fun matchup for us. Texas was your only loss during the regular season part of the year, where it came down to a snitch catch. What is going to be the difference in this one?
Well, you see, we're 1-1 in the season, right? So we go back and forth. A lot of the players on this team are actually ex-Texas players. A bunch of us played for their first World Cup win. We know each other very well. We play very similar games. It's basically going to come down to who wants it more, which team actually wants it more. There's a lot of players on my team right now that have been to this point so many times, 4 or 5 times, and haven't and come up short. And so there's a lot of desire on this team. And I believe that's going to be the catalyst that puts us in the lead.
What's your experience been like here in Rock Hill, South Carolina for World Cup 8? Obviously a great venue here at Manchester Meadows. Beautiful surfaces to play on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. These fields are awesome. This complex is awesome. The tournament's been run very, very well. So it's been an all-around great experience. This is my 3rd World Cup. 4th World Cup. Sorry, this is my 4th World Cup, and I'm having a great time at it. So I have something to compare it to. It's a great event.
Your thoughts on Maryland? They put up a great effort against you in your Final Four matchup. It's another team that outside of Texas qualified for the Final Four. They made a great run.
Yeah, absolutely. Maryland is a team full of athletes. They're a team full of, like us, desire, beautiful passing, great athletes, and like I said, our team has the experience on them. All of us met, almost everybody on this team has been there before. And so it's that experience that you know how to play in a game like this, you know how to play in a game like this, and we did. And so that's probably what made the difference.
It's going to be an all-Austin, Texas final here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. The University of Texas taking on Lone Star QC. It's coming up next on the U.S. Quidditch live stream. Cody Marshall, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We're back here in Rock Hill, South Carolina before the final. We're going to listen to the closing ceremonies.
Hosting us here today. I also want to thank all of the hundreds of volunteers and referees who have made this event possible. Finally, I want to thank all of the players who made this event such an exciting tournament to be at. And next, I'd like to introduce Alex Benefit, who has a few words.
Thank you, everyone. How do you feel about this World Cup? I am so grateful to the hosts, York County and Rock Hill, for hosting one of the best World Cups yet. I also have to thank all events. They have been with us for years. They donate 100% of their profits back to U.S. Quidditch at World Cup. Thank you all, lads. I also have some individuals who work very hard and often don't get all the recognition they deserve. I'd like to thank the U.S. Quidditch Board of Directors. We have with us today Katie Stack, Alicia Radford, Jacob Atlas, Alex Terry, Dan Hansen. And she couldn't be with us today, but our new board member, Allison O'Neill. I'd also like to thank the true workhorses of U.S. Quidditch. Two of them are on the board, Alicia Radford and Katie Stack. These are our employees, our full-time employees, busting their butts all year round to make this possible. And also, Mary Kimball, our new event manager, assistant event manager. And of course, the tournament director, Sarah Woolsey. I'm also an employee too. Hey guys. Thank you again. It has been an amazing World Cup so far. I look forward to the finals. Thank you all so much. And without further ado, I'd like to present Katie Stack to present Referee of the Year. Our Referee of the Year award. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thanks for bearing with me. I have very little voice left at this point in the weekend. But I'm very honored to have been a part of our new referee development program this year. We have a staff of wonderful volunteers and hard-working referees who work every single day and every single weekend to make all of our Quidditch events possible. And they are the unseen real heroes of the sport of Quidditch. So first I'd like to thank all of our referees. And for the first time this year, we selected 6 referees of the month who worked hard and showed dedication and extreme skill throughout the competitive Quidditch season. Out of these 6 referees, we selected 1 referee of the year. And this referee will be the head referee at our World Cup 8 final championship game. I am very pleased to announce U.S. Quidditch's first referee of the year, Alex Shear. And I have one more award to give tonight, because another very essential part of the sport of Quidditch, one thing without which Quidditch would not be the game it is, are our hard-working snitches. For those of you who do not yet know, a snitch is required to make every single game possible. All of our snitches are volunteers, and they're there working hard, always losing the game in the end, in order to make Quidditch happen. This year, we have started a Most Fly Snitch Award to reward a very hardworking, passionate, and talented snitch. And this snitch will be snitching at our U.S. Quidditch World Cup 8 Final Championship match. He has a trophy coming later on in the mail, so right now we have a little banner to give him. Please join me in congratulating Drew Griffwood.
In addition to recognizing our tournament winner and runner-up, this weekend everybody here also had the chance to vote for the teams who will win the Sportsmanship Award, the Best Chant Award, and the Best Uniform Award. First up, for Best Uniform, we have T.C. Frost. Next up, for the Best Chant Award, we have Clone Star.
It is Clone Star. They're the B team for Lone Star. Yeah. Yeah, Lone Star. It's Lone Star, and then they're like their B teams for Lone Star.
good.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Hi everybody, my name's Mary, and before I tell you about the amazing after party featuring unlimited soda, you don't want a Fanta? Come on! Anyways, I have had the immense pleasure and pride of spending the last few months with Sarah Woolsey, and I just want to take a few moments to acknowledge her amazing hard work and ridiculous lack of sleep to make this event as amazing it has been. So Sarah, would you please come up and accept this house banner blanket that you will use when you take your first full night's sleep after World Cup. Many team members and volunteers sign this. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your hard work. Now let's talk about that party! Once you're done watching the finals and staying for the trophy ceremonies, you are all invited to come to Revolution. Tickets are $25 and you can still get them at that price right now, or you can get them for $30 at the door, cash only. You will get buffet, the aforementioned awesome soda, bowling, arcade games, music, dancing, and more. So please come by, and also, there's a bar. So we hope that you will all join us so we can party together and have some hugs and some fun. And for now, please sit tight. The final game will be starting shortly. And remember, please stay for the trophy ceremony. It would make us all very happy. Thank you so much.
That concludes closing ceremonies. It's a Harlem Shake all over again.
That is the end of the closing ceremonies. Coming up is your World Cup 8 final here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. The University of Texas taking on Lone Star QC. Stay with us here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream.
Do it. That sounds like a good I don't think there is more. That was and then inside the house, like it's out over the car. So he was like, you better not be playing any blues. There's like 2 new figures in the front yard. And he's playing blues and they're chicken right now. It's so dope. It's really dope. One right. I was even
We're going to Burger
really care to something. Yeah, that's true. I'd rather have
onion rings?
Yeah, we got it. It's really warm. Sorry.
I'm always
It's a brown. I mean that roasted.
No, put your hand on Ben's face. It is the warmest thing ever.
She's fragile. Fragile. Yeah, you're Oh, this is your water glass.
What? There's no girl. Not situation.
There might be some dinner now.
See what happens. I don't know, it's someone over there.
East Coast focus.
Welcome everyone back to Field 1. The finals should be starting momentarily.
Not bad.
U.S. Quidditch World Cup final will be between the University of Texas and Lone Star Quidditch Club, based out of Austin, Texas. So it's Texas versus Texas, and more specifically, Austin versus Austin. So you're saying that this much Quidditch talent can come out of one city? That's pretty amazing.
I mean, how many times can we do a 1v6 exchange?
All right, we are moments away from the Quidditch final for World Cup 8 here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Once again, I am Brad Woznicki. Joining me all day today, Joey Dennis. Once again, Joey, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so happy to have this experience, and can't tell you how excited I am to see this. And wow, this is coming down to the wire.
It's going to be an all-Texas final. Better yet, it's going to be an all-Austin final, as the University of Texas looks to three-peat and take World Cup 8 here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Lone Star QC. They've already beaten Texas once this year. The two teams split their two meetings prior to the World Cup. And Schmitz making his way around the pitch. That is Stu. Stu was honored during the closing ceremonies
As our most fly snitch. And while it is true that Texas University has beaten Lone Star, the only other defeat Lone Star has had in the entire year has been Texas State, and they repaid that in kind in this tournament.
They did in the Elite Eight. 160-60 was the final for Lone Star over Texas State. Let's talk about how these teams got here once again. Lone Star defeated the University of Minnesota. Then it was the University of Michigan. Then it was Texas State. Then it was the University of Maryland in the Final Four matchup for Texas. They were the number one seed. They are the number one seed still in bracket play. They defeated the LA Gambits. They defeated Blue Mountain Quidditch. And then the Lost Boys Quidditch Club from California. So that sets up the final. Two teams are lined up. We're ready to go. Here Here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream, Lone Star QC taking on the University of Texas. And here we go.
Wow, the incredible speed of number 7, the Lone Star.
That is Christopher Scholes trying to get Lone Star on the board first. And he does.
That is definitely the quickest goal we have seen.
And we do have our head referee, Alex Shear, who was honored as the referee of the year in our closing ceremonies. Still have the trophy presentation though, so stick around with us following our final here of the U.S. Quidditch World Cup 8 in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Cannot say enough about what the staff has done here, not just the U.S. Quidditch board, but the volunteers as well as Winthrop University with their production for this event. All the teams, the competitiveness, the spectators. So much has gone into this event. You have to thank Rock Hill as well as York County for putting on a great event.
Absolutely, and what a beautiful venue it's been. Some perfect facilities, and couldn't have gone much smoother than this.
The referees have confirmed it is a goal. 10-0, Lone Star QC.
Lone Stars.
Now that it's been confirmed, I will continue to say that has been the quickest goal point against the University of Texas that we've seen all tournament.
And for those who are not familiar with these teams, it is Lone Star QC in the Texas red, white, and blue shorts, and the University of Texas in their home orange. Here's the first opportunity for Texas to try and get on the board. Dancing his way, and the quaffle is picked off.
Scholes grabs it again.
Scholes again.
Dodging the bludger going in.
And he does it.
Scholes is on fire in the beginning of this game.
Chris Scholes took that one away after David Acker tried to feed it in front. 20-0 Lone Star.
2 goals early for Chris, and it's 20-0 Lone Star.
20-0 our score. The contact there going down for Lone Star was number 9 Molly Lensing. And Texas looks as though they may have their first score, but it's going to be a question mark here. We'll wait for the decision. And the goal stands. 20-10 our score. Lone Star the other way. That one tipped in over top the goals. A total of 80 teams started this weekend here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're down to our final 2.
That's right. Scholes looking to go in again, but he cannot take that hit. He's holding on just barely. If he can push back even farther, he goes to DuPont. Great dodge.
Quaffle picked up.
Number 3 going in, and
Tossed in front.
oh! Acker with a fantastic grab.
The save keeps it a 1-goal game. The referees once again with stoppage for the moment. And the end of the broom came off. I did see one broom snap in our previous Final Four matchup.
Now that is something that's hard to do.
So the quaffle controlled by Texas.
Very forward defense setup here from Lone Star.
Texas has bludger control as well. And try and clear some space. Monroe tried to feed it across.
Number 22 gets around DuPont, and a great jump shot right there.
Texas ties it. 20 all.
So we're tied at 20 after that goal.
And that is University of Texas with bludger control right now, and Bell passing it, seeing what they can do against this defense right here.
Star goes back in front.
Owens Raven, what a passing game.
That was
Another 10
some
points for
great
Lone
plays,
Star.
but
The goal is going to be taken away, I believe.
goal is disallowed, beat before the pass.
Bludger play in the middle of the field. It's Texas with the quaffle, and being taken down was Kenny Chilton. Now Lone Star a chance. That one not towards the goal, and it's off the top of the rim and in.
They're disallowing that as well.
And no, there's a beat before the goal.
Not allowing that in his natural motion.
Wow, a couple of opportunities for both sides to take the lead, but goals have been denied. It's been Lone Star really who's had the two missed opportunities.
Great block, or great pickup by Bell. See what he can do with this defense. He's just going.
Stephen Bell runs into a wall. Waffle in the air. Bludger play. Texas has it. See that wall that was set up that time by Texas's Hallie Pace, number 27.
Monroe assessing the situation over here as his team gets into position.
We are under the lights here at Carlisle Field, the Manchester Meadows Complex in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Brad Woznicki and Joey Dennis with you here on the live stream.
And that was a fantastic play by Lone Star, pressuring Monroe too much to make a proper pass, and it is really hard to shake Monroe's nerve.
The anticipation continues in this one for a champion. Can Texas three-peat? Or can Lone Star knock off the top dog for the second time this year? Bludger play. Now the pass. And that goal denied.
He's going for the fast break.
Now the speed. Augustine Monroe dodges Stephen Bell.
And he has to slow down now.
Good job by Lone Star to get back on defense.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they were lucky enough that they had to go retrieve the Bludgers from their side of the goals, and they had two beaters set up there already, even if there weren't any chasers.
Texas with control of the quaffle in the middle of the pitch. Texas also has Bludger control. Gonna try and clear some space right up the middle. It's Monroe. Working hard.
Some great footwork.
Some fancy footwork, and now he's knocked down. The quaffle loose. Texas regains it. The shot tipped over the goal.
Bell with a great block there. Monroe picking it back up, going in.
Monroe fighting his way, just stuffs it in.
And that was a hard-won lead.
Texas now takes the lead, 30-20.
Augustine.
How does Lone Star respond after two of their look-to-be goals have been called back because of a beat prior to the score?
You can tell that they weren't too thrilled by those calls, but they're definitely not letting it affect them
In
too much.
front, tied at 30.
Great passing from Lone Star.
That was Matthew Gregoire. And now brooms are down.
One moment. Resume confirmed.
I want to continue to thank everyone that has joined us here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream all weekend for World Cup Bait here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And the goal is good.
Fantastic. He's got a tight-up game again.
30 all.
Absolutely, and every time a goal is scored, a new surge of energy comes through the crowd, through the players. It's a fantastic sight here.
These two teams are going to keep it as tight as possible.
Game time now at 7 minutes.
7 minutes gone by, 11 minutes till the seeker floor. In front, and the save, Stephen Bell. Lone Star a chance to take the lead. Keeping his head low, but it wouldn't go for Cody Marshall. Now a delayed penalty, I believe, coming up.
That was a great scoop by Acker.
You just look around the pitch and see all the teams in attendance here from World Cup 8 crowded around the pitch. The stands are full. Exactly the kind of the environment that you want to have for a championship final.
And that is a yellow card on 22 for contact below the knees. And now, Lone Star is 1 man up, quite possibly going to take this lead back if they can take advantage of it. Oh, they're definitely taking that lead back. That is not a situation you want to be in as University of Texas.
This would be a hard shot to screw up. A high percentage look, to say the least. Matthew Gregoire, all he has to do is drop it in.
It is right in arm's length there.
Joey, I have to ask you right here, what do you think are the higher percentages? This shot going in, or the percentages that people said Texas would get back to the final?
Well, considering that they just had to move the quaffle back a little bit, it might actually be that University of Texas being back in the finals.
Gregoire.
And just as sure as University of Texas is back in the finals, that goal goes through.
It was reset, and that was Cody Marshall. After the reset, he put it home. It's 40-30, Lone Star in front.
Acker going in hard.
Off the top of the ring.
That was some great hustle.
And the quaffle goes past the hard boundary.
Shot goes off the top of the hoop. Kick is out of play.
Brooms are down for the moment.
And that is a blue card versus off the University of Texas for kicking the quaffle off the field.
Blue card violation for kicking the ball off the
Not
pitch.
the first time we've seen that call.
No, it is not, even though it's usually not a very common one you see.
We resume play. It's Lone Star with the quaffle. Stephen Bell will pass it off. Thrown behind the goal, loose for a moment.
Go right on through.
Nice moves.
Good. That's some great footwork right there.
Drive, score. Hemowitz. 50.
That was number 30, Samuel Himowitz, putting it in for Lone Star, and they now have a 2-goal lead. Monroe doing some dancing, looking for some space.
University of Texas technically with the bludger control, even though they left one back by their hoops, just trying to do exactly that.
Monroe! Wow! What a one-man effort, but you got to give credit to the teammates in front of him creating some space.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly why they left that bludger behind by their goals, to occupy both of the beaters from Lone Star, allowing them to get in without any pressure.
It's back to a 1-goal game.
Excellent beats over there from the University of Texas.
That shot no good.
Shot runs wide.
But even though it was a missed shot, he did launch it well enough to where they just regained control.
Bell being patient at midfield. Bludger, the pass off.
Playing monkey in the middle with a beater right now.
Good play, and with it right now is number 5. That is Jonathan Ruland.
They have DuPont backfield. Number 4 kind of skirting around the sides.
For Lone Star, number 4 is Joseph Wright.
Wright doing a great job, stayed open.
Long pass, Wright back to Bell. Bell in front, and the goal was denied.
Just barely.
Ruland nearly made it a 2-goal advantage again for Lone Star. Bludger's all over the pitch. 50 to 40 our score. Lone Star leads Texas.
University of Texas beaters making some space, relieving the pressure.
Monroe taken down, got the waffle off, and Stephen Bell stepping in to knock that one away. Almost had a near goal for Nicholas Marino. Brooms down. Waffle controlled by Lone Star. And no foul after that play.
No, absolutely not. I believe they just deemed that to be in a natural motion, not trying to do any harm.
It's Lone Star taking it up the middle. The pass and couldn't complete the connection. Bringing it up for Lone Star was number 16. That was Drew Wasakowski.
I believe that might be the second blue card of the game.
It's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be a one-man advantage for Texas as
Yellow card received.
heading to the penalty box for Lone Star is going to be Rebecca DuPont.
And it was a yellow card for kicking off pitch. But having DuPont in the box isn't something you really want to see if you're Lone Star right now.
1-goal match. Avoiding the bludger was number 44, Ethan Banner.
Leaving all the pressure off Monroe as they can.
Ooh, Monroe, one-on-one. Goes behind the goal and actually threw it in.
What an excellent shot.
Looked for a moment that Monroe was going to try and connect
Finds its way into the top.
with Casey Irwin.
Tied at 50.
Instead, we are tied at 50.
It isn't all bad though for Lone Star. They do get DuPont back and they are even as far as power goes.
And that one stopped by Monroe.
Monroe going for a fast break, taken down.
And Texas can't take the lead. The goal is knocked down. Going hard into the goal for Texas was number 4, Aaron Goddessy.
I have never seen that happen before. That is impressive.
And looks like we have managed to break the pitch for the second time this tournament.
So it is going to be a new base brought in for the goal. 50-50 our score. We'll give you an update in a moment on the seeker floor.
Yellow card for engaging from behind.
And Texas takes the lead.
All right, quick, easy goal for Monroe there.
They take the lead. Augustine again, the keeper for the Longhorns. 60-50.
Monroe is some of the most impeccable aim I've ever seen.
13 minutes is the game to
Number 16 going straight in and around, and it's good.
Lone Star ties this one up at 60.
Tied again.
Scoring that one for Lone Star was number 16, Drew Wasikowski.
Wasikowski had some fantastic speed and footwork on that play.
This is the number 1 team this year taking on the 2-time defending World Cup champs. (60-60). Texas with possession of the quaffle.
A little bit of a few threats with the bludgers.
Some space up the middle. Monroe feeds it in front, and it's scored by number 9, Audrey Wright.
Play of excellent passing for Texas.
Right there
76.
with her first goal of this game, I believe. Plenty of others in this tournament, that's for certain.
70-60, Texas.
Some unbelievable positioning for both teams, really.
Right back the other way. Lone Star ties this one up at 70. Guess who?
Goal for their keeper, tied at
Drew Wasikowski.
Wasikowski just going in there, using everything he can with that speed and footwork, just flanking all the way around the University of Texas. Quite impressive. But it looks like he wore himself out, and Bell needs to come back in for him.
70-70. Texas with possession of the quaffle.
Excellent reset.
It was Martin Bermudez who threw it back for the reset.
Seen Bermudez get in front and be quite aggressive as point chaser in the defense and offense.
The game time is now 15 minutes.
15 minutes on the game time, so 3 minutes till seeker floor.
That might quite possibly be the 3 longest minutes of my life. It is so close here, neck and neck, and this snitch is going to mean everything.
Bludger control for Texas. Texas has the quaffle as well.
Excellent passing.
In front! Oh, what a steal, DuPont.
DuPont right there with that positioning I was talking about. Way to read the plays and the passes.
DuPont intercepts the pass.
We're still tied. Less than 3 minutes till the seeker floor. Opportunity for Lone Star to pass in front. Tipped right in. DuPont does the defense at one end. She scores it at the other.
Oh, I'm sure she couldn't be happier with those 2 plays. Wow.
(80-70), Lone Star.
An announcement for spectators. Could those of us on the bleachers side, the scorekeeper side of the field, who are
Great
standing,
job stopping Monroe.
please
Not
take a
every
seat.
team has such an easy
Field
time
from the
doing that,
stands,
but
can't
Monroe
really
did
see
get into the thick of their team.
And still bludger control for Texas.
Yeah, you get the idea. 2 guys.
Ooh.
In front, a little bit of a collision. The Lone Star keeps it. And Stephen Bell puts it through, but we have a delayed call coming up. The goal will not count.
believe she was beat before pass. Hard to feel it when you're rolling around on the ground.
Stu the Snitch is on the pitch as you hear the crowd roar.
He is loved by all.
Even one of the parents bowing down to Stu the Snitch.
He knows. She knows.
Texas has tied this one up at 80.
Up at 8 again.
From the post out of the
80,
base.
that
Some good beats going in aggressive this time.
Bell quickly the other way, and now we have a stoppage in play.
15 seconds to secret floor after we resume play right here.
15 seconds till the seeker floor.
You know, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's actually been much quicker 3 minutes than I thought it'd be. I'm feeling a countdown.
Soon enough. The Snitch entertaining the audience as the referees converse. You can see there are a lot of fans that have surrounded the fence here at Carlisle Field, those who did not pay their way to get into the World Cup.
The game at this point goes to whoever catches the snitch. The snitch must fly.
And wait for it. 10, 8.
The countdown is on for the
5,
seeker floor.
4, 3, 2, 1. The Seekers are out.
We're tied at 80. Stu the Snitch will now be approached by the Seekers.
Ooh, an immediate beat on Bell is a great job, but both of these Seekers are going incredibly hard right now.
The current Seeker for Texas is William King, and for Lone Star, looks as though
Another goal for
it is
Texas. Thanks the lead.
Snitch with a few taunts, and that's why the crowd loves him.
90 to 80. Texas with the lead.
King already switching out.
And Bell's shot a little bit wild. Lone Star is going to maintain possession of the quaffle as the pressure continues on the Snitch. And the broom is tossed by the Snitch. Crowd enjoyed that one. Now the Snitch is knocked down. The Snitch is still on the loose.
22 from UT with the waffle. Looking to slow this game down a little bit, but I'd want to get out of Snitch range a little bit.
Evan Carr is the new Seeker for Texas, and he is hit by the bludger.
Right out of the an excellent catch from 23. Gaining UT beater control, which is so important right now.
It's Carr going back to work on the Snitch. Reaching around. It's one thing where this could be a pretty good matchup with the length of Carr going up against Stu. Nearly a Snitch catch. Now the bludger completely misses.
Right. Oh, and the most aggressive dive doesn't quite pay off for King.
Crowd applauding the effort. 90 to 80 our score.
Snitch getting a little bashful.
Texas trying to three-peat. Lone Star trying to show why they've been the #1 team this year in the World Cup.
And I believe Tates is out seeking now. Oh, and King going for another good dive. Not quite.
Battle for the quaffle away from the Snitch, and Texas has it. All sorts of pressure coming. Audrey Wright being wrapped up. Snitch going to get a breather while brooms are down.
Catch a little bit of water. Definitely no problem cooling off tonight.
1 minute.
The flyest snitch the World Cup this year, Stu.
Very graceful bow.
Back underway. One of the bludgers is loose. Looks as though Texas is going to have bludger control, but everyone has their eyes on the snitch. Stu showing off some athleticism. Nearly a snitch grab.
And now, the recently interviewed
The referee, for a moment, the snitch thought that the referee was one of the seekers.
UT's captain is now seeking, probably trying to get a little bit of a size grappling advantage. Tate's with a fairly
Joshua
large reach.
Tate's the new seeker for Lone Star.
Got a good reach, and that's definitely something they need.
The snitch with a wave to the crowd. The crowd acknowledges.
Even while the game's going on, it's hard for the seekers to love this snitch. I'm almost certain that they do right now.
Get the sense that nobody here at the Manchester Meadows complex wants this one to end.
I certainly don't.
Lone Star has tied this one up at 90.
We're tied at 90.
Ooh, Tate's with a near snitch grab. Wave from the crowd.
Some people were caught a little by surprise.
One of the Emerson players starting the wave. Clawful possession for Texas.
Leader control.
We are tied at 90. King goes down for Texas. Now it's Tate's back to work. He did not avoid the bludger. A good play coming in there from number 79, Charles Crawford.
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to take both these seekers out of the game for as long as possible.
King, another good effort, but he's shut down. And Tate nearly the snitch grab.
Upended on it.
They actually thought he had it for a second. Everybody is on the edge of their seats right now.
Here comes Tate. Tate's trying to avoid the bludger. He cannot.
Seeker is not getting a lot of opportunities, more like just doing some laps.
Good bludger play. For Lone Star, they have number 8, Hope Michaela, in there protecting the snitch. Now the bludger play comes in.
Game time, 23 minutes.
Game time, 23 minutes.
A beautiful dodge of the bludger. Number 17 on UT.
Evan Carr working hard against the snitch, and he's thrown down. Carr going right back at it, though.
Snitch taking the bludger for Carr.
Be careful, both seekers are there. The snitch is in trouble. And a snitch grab. This one could be over. Looks as though Evan Carr just gave Texas the three-peat.
Stu hugging it out, and they think that it might be.
The referees will talk it over, but this one looks to be done. Does Texas have their third straight World Cup championship?
We will wait to confirm.
The Longhorns being thrown up by the audience.
That's it! That is it! Texas rushes the field and gets their third straight World Cup championship. They win World Cup 8 here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Give a lot of credit to the Lone Star QC. They were right there But it all came down to the snitch snatch.
Oh, absolutely, neck and neck, and that's why the score is a difference of 30. It was all the snitch that game, and wow, what an incredible game it was.
Texas celebrates.
And a hard-won celebration it is, and I think there might be tears out there for UT.
What a weekend it has been here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. A great venue. The fireworks now going off just outside the stadium.
Good game given by all. Respect shown to players. Some quick hugs shared.
Wow. Lone Star and Texas shaking hands. It was an all-Austin final. But it's the University of Texas who took World Cup 6, World Cup 7, and now World Cup 8.
With that three-peat under their belt, I imagine they couldn't be happier.
Don't go anywhere here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream. We hope to talk to Alex Benepe, the commissioner for U.S. Quidditch. Hopefully we'll get a word in with some of the members of this Texas team.
Thanks for coming out.
Once again, your final four for this year's World Cup was Texas, then it was Lost Boys QC, it was the University of Maryland, and Lone Star. Texas in bracket play gets by the LA Gambits, Blue Mountain Quidditch, as well as Lost Boys QC, and finally, the closest team to Texas, Lone Star QC.
Closest team in the match and closest team geographically.
Couldn't have had a more entertaining final. Joey Dennis, I want to thank you for joining me on the broadcast here this weekend.
I want to thank you so much for letting me do this. This has been a fantastic time. And wow, what an event.
I know you and your team headed back to Webster, got a long drive.
Got a long drive. And an 8 a.m. class. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking an hour-long nap time.
His teammates say there's no way they're making class on Monday. Once again, Joey, thank you for your time. Stay with us here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream. Hopefully we have some interviews coming up and some final thoughts on World Cup 8 here in Rock Hill, South Carolina.